Whilst it may not look like it, this area was once an epic mountain range that was similar to what one would witness today in the Andes. These rocks tell an incredible story, and in this video, I'm going to share that epic tale with you. If you travel to any part of the world and you see this, you can be sure that something major happened. Intense tectonic collisions occurred, buckling the Earth, thrusting it up, and tilting rocks that were originally horizontal, like these, into more vertically orientated ones. Depending on the intensity, rocks can be made almost completely vertical, if not completely. The rock you see here is sandstone. It's located on the boundaries between the Horst and Graben, and has experienced multiple tectonic events throughout the past 530 million years. The grains of sand that make up this sandstone was originally eroded from the ancient supercontinent of Gondwana, and is actually more related to South Australia than it is to Victoria. Why? Because South Australia was the site where Australia pretty much ended back then, and was the point where the ancient Paleo-Pacific Ocean began. The grains of sand that make up this rock were eroded, and they would eventually be carried away by rains that fell eons ago, when primordial rivers would then carry it out to the sea, where it would accumulate, and accumulate, and accumulate some more, until an instability eventually occurred. An event known as a slope failure would then be triggered, and the sediment that had spent so long building up for thousands, if not tens of thousands of years, would, much like a landslide on dry land, be thrust into the abyssal plains, in a phenomenon known as a turbidic current. When these slope failures occur, the sediment is transported for kilometers to very far away distances from their point of origin, and these grains of sand landed here, in what was once an incredibly deep ocean floor. Eventually, this deep ocean floor would experience its first of many tectonic collisions. The oceanic Paleo-Pacific tectonic plate would collide with the continental landmass of ancient Gondwana, pushing beneath ancient Australia and Antarctica, as the two were intimately tied at this time. It was also around this time that Tasmania would collide with Victoria, and the two would become intimately tied, where they would remain up until present day. When the first of these subduction events occurred, volcanism raged. Masses of basaltic lava flows occurred on the floor of the sea, and this volcanism would go on to become the greenstone rocks that so many gold miners in the 1850s would make note of. But back to our little mate, Mr. Particle of Sand. He was on the bottom of the ocean after a major turbidity current carried him far away from the land he was originally shed from, and eventually he would be buried by more sediment that would experience the very same turbidic event after yet another slope failure occurred, and one after another, these events would occur, laying sediment down horizontally in thick layers. When a subduction event occurred, these layers would experience their very first taste of metamorphism, an event dominated by heat and pressure, created by the literal butting of heads witnessed when two tectonic plates collide. And slowly, over time, these individual grains of sand would become joined, fused by pressure, and thrust up by the collision, going from individual grains to solid rock many kilometers thick. Several tectonic collisions would occur over time, slowly thrusting up the deep sediment, where it would eventually break through the surface of the ocean, becoming the dry land we see today. But it didn't stop there. Major mountain building events would occur here, and where I'm standing right now was once covered by many kilometers worth of mighty mountains that today we can still see the remnants of, though they are a shadow of their former glory. They are little more than worn down stubs, a reminder of the greatness they once held when major mountain ranges dominated this land. Today, all that's left to remind us of these extremely chaotic events are these tilted and folded rocks. And this is the story of how one tiny little grain of sand would travel from a faraway place to become fused with others and thrust up into what was once a breathtakingly steep mountain range, dominated by major volcanic eruptions, powerful earthquakes, and tsunamis. The earliest forms of life would have trekked the steep inclines that once existed here. But that's all in the past now. With that being said, the rocks still tell an incredible story of transformation to this day. Thanks for watching.